welcome to another episode of today's GK. I'm Tanu Salanki, and in this segment, we bring to you objective questions on daily basis to help you crack prelims. So let's begin with the practice question from our last segment. Consider the following statements. Non-Proliferation Treaty was signed in 1991. The treaty does not affect the right of state parties to develop, produce, and use nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. India, Pakistan, Israel, North Korea, and South Sudan have not signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Which of these statements are correct? So the first statement here is incorrect. It was signed, open for signature in 1968 and came into force in 1970. The second and third statements, however, are correct, which makes option C the correct answer. The NPT is a multilateral treaty aimed at limiting the spread of nuclear weapons, including three elements: non-proliferation, disarmament, and peaceful use of nuclear energy. NPT was opened for signature in 1968. The treaty entered into force in 1970. India is one of the only 5 countries that either did not sign the NPT or signed but withdrew, thus becoming part of a list that includes Pakistan, Israel, North Korea, and South Sudan. The treaty does not affect the right of state parties to develop, produce, and use nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. Consider the following statements regarding International Commission of Jurists. It is a governmental organization under the United Nations. It is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. It was established in 1945 after Second World War. Which of the above statements are correct? So the first statement here is incorrect. It is a non-governmental organization. The second statement is correct. It is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. The third statement is again incorrect. It was established in 1952, which makes option B the correct answer. Recently, the International Commission of Jurists called on the center and the state governments to comply with court orders regarding oxygen supply, hospital beds, and medicines for COVID-19. ICJ is an international human rights non-governmental organization. It is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. It was established in 1952 and is active on 5 continents. It aims to ensure the progressive development and effective implementation of international human rights. Moving on, Tianhe is a module of permanent space station recently launched into space. Which of the following countries has launched it? China, Japan, Korea, or Philippines? So it is launched by China. Recently, China has launched Tianhe, the main module of its first permanent space station. The station will host astronauts for long term. Tianhe means Heavily Harmony Module. It blasted into space atop a Long March 5B rocket from the Wenchang Launch Center on the South Island province of Henan. The launch kicks off the first of 11 missions necessary to complete supply and crew the station by the end of next year. Moving on, consider the following statements regarding World Coal Council. It is an arm of World Trade Organization. India is a member of it. Which of the above statements are correct? So the first statement here is incorrect. It is not an arm of World Trade Organization. The second statement is correct. India is a member of it, which makes option B the correct answer. Recently, the World Gold Council has said that demand of gold in India could flatten in April-June quarter on account of COVID-19 related lockdown. The World Gold Council is the market development organization for gold industry. It works across all parts of the industry from gold mining to investment. It is not an arm of WTO. It is headquartered in London, UK, and has offices in India, China, Singapore, and United States. Consider the following statements regarding National Commission of Women. It is a constitutional body formed under Article 16. It regularly publishes a monthly newsletter, Rashtra Mahila. Which of the above statements are correct? So the first statement is incorrect. It is a statutory body formed under the National Commission for Women Act 1990. It was formed in 1992. The second statement, however, is correct, which makes option B the correct answer. Recently, the National Commission of Women has launched a message-only helpline for providing assistance to expectant mothers. It was set up as a statutory body in January 1992 under the National Commission for Women Act 1990. The Commission regularly publishes a monthly newsletter, Rashtra Mahila, in both Hindi and English. Consider the following statements regarding Right of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. It is the second time such an act has been passed for the person with disabilities. Special courts have been designated in each district to handle cases concerning violation of rights of PWDs. Which of the above statements are correct? So the first statement is correct. It is the second time such an act has been passed. The second statement is also correct, which makes option C the correct answer. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has asked the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to ensure PWDs are given priority when it comes to medical attention and treatment during COVID-19 pandemic. The above mentioned act has replaced the Person with Disabilities Act 1995. So this is the second such act made for the PWDs. According to the provision of the act, special courts have been designated in each district to handle cases concerning violation of rights of PWDs. Luzon Strait is located near which of the following countries? Japan, Vietnam, Indonesia, or Philippines? So Luzon Strait is located near Philippines. Recently, there has been a rise in tension between the Philippines and China as Chinese vessels have refused to pull out of the former exclusive economic zone. The Luzon Strait is the strait between Taiwan and Luzon Island of Philippines. The strait thereby connects the Philippine Sea to the South China Sea in the Western Pacific Ocean. MECS 1407 recently seen in news refers to which of the following terms? An advanced technology by DRDO to safeguard naval ships from missile attacks, a new rare earth element, a new variant of SARS-CoV-2, a new HYV of pest-resistant soybean. So it is a new HYV of pest-resistant soybean. HYV means high-yielding variety. MECS 1407 is a new high-yielding and pest-resistant variety of soybean that can help boost countrywide production. This newly developed variety is suitable for cultivation in the states of Assam, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and northeastern states, and its seeds will be made available to farmers for sowing during the 2022 Kharif season. Consider the following statements regarding 69th Amendment Act. It added two new articles, Article 239AA and 239AB, under which the Union Territory of Delhi has been given a special status. Article 239AA provides that the Legislative Assembly of Delhi can make laws on subject of public order, land, and police. Which of the above statements are correct? So the first statement here is correct. It added these two articles. The second statement, however, is incorrect. The Delhi Legislative Assembly can make laws on state list and concurrent list except public order, land, and police, which makes option A the correct answer. The 69th Amendment Act added two new articles, Article 239AA and Article 239AB, under which the Union Territory of Delhi has been given a special status. Article 239AA provides that the Union Territory of Delhi be called National Capital Territory of Delhi and its administrator shall be known as Lieutenant Governor. It also creates a Legislative Assembly for Delhi which can make laws on subjects under the state list and concurrent list except on these matters: public order, land, and police. It also provides for a Council of Ministers for Delhi consisting of not more than 10% of the total number of members in the Assembly. Article 239AB provides that the President may, by order, suspend the operation of any provision of Article 239AA or of any of the provisions of any law made in pursuance of that article. This provision resembles Article 356, President's Rule. Consider the following statements regarding Central Sector Scheme. Central Sector Scheme are jointly funded by the Centre and States. Agriculture Investment Fund is a central sector scheme. Which of the above statements are correct? So the first statement here is incorrect. Central sector schemes are fully funded by Centre, 100% funded by the Centre. The second statement is correct. Agriculture Investment Fund is a central sector scheme, which makes option B the correct answer. Central sector schemes are 100% funded by the central government. Agriculture Investment Fund is a central sector scheme. Central sector schemes are implemented by central government machinery and are formulated on subjects mainly from the union list. Consider the following statements regarding exit polls. Exit poll, also known as opinion poll, is a poll of voters taken soon after a voter walks out after casting his or her vote. Through the introduction of Section 126A of the RP Act, exit polls are banned on print and electronic media during a period specified by the Election Commission. Which of the above statements are correct? So the first statement here is incorrect. Exit poll and opinion poll are not the same thing. The second statement, however, is correct, which makes option B the correct answer. An election exit poll is a poll of voters taken soon after a voter walks out after casting his or her vote. It is considered as an indicator to which party forms the government. Unlike an opinion poll, which asks for whom the voter plans to vote, an exit poll asks for whom the voter actually voted. Through the introduction of Section 126A of the RP Act, exit polls are banned on print and electronic media during a period specified by the Election Commission. Next up, we have our practice question. Consider the following statements. Article 244A provides for appointment of retired judges in the High Court on an ad hoc basis. The Chief Justice of High Court for any state may at any time request any High Court judge to sit and act as a judge of the High Court for that state. Which of the above statements are incorrect? So I hope you will be able to answer this question in the comment section. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We shall meet tomorrow in another segment. Till then, stay safe, stay updated.